Hello Internet, and we are on Showdown again. Hopefully you saw Tuesday's video. We're using this team that's been going around. It's almost like a viral team, I suppose. It's a team that all of a sudden loads of people have been using and doing pretty well on the ladder with it. So let's jump into some games and see what happens. Because I'm not super used to using this team yet. Used it a few times, but not too much. And if you did see Tuesday's video, we did lose to a Crobat, which I do think is potentially an issue for this team. Gengar, as we see, is potentially an issue for this team as well. I think that Gengar is actually a Mega maybe as well, looking at the sort of build of his team here. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, this team, it is pretty simple to use, to be honest. Even like a simpleton could use it pretty well, I would say. But that is the combination of Smeargle and Xerneas, to be honest. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I think this guy has got a pretty good team against this. That Kyogre is very possibly scarfed as well. So if he leads Kyogre, Gengar, definitely can't lead Smeargle, Xerneas. So maybe we want to go with Scrafty, Rayquaza, but that's a problem if he leads with his Whimsicott, I suppose. We'll have Xerneas in the back, and is Smeargle the best thing to have here? Maybe not, because he has got Whimsicott and Brave Bird and stuff. I'll have Amoonguss, I think. We'll see what happens here. He does actually lead with his Whimsicott and Talonflame. Scrafty really doesn't want to be in here. Neither does Rayquaza, to be honest. I could fake. Obviously he could have Quick Guard. The Talonflame is intimidated, so it's not so threatening now. Maybe I want to put Xerneas in and put Amoonguss in. I'm just going to double switch on this first turn. We'll see what happens. If he Quick Guards, then fantastic. He protects, so that's not bad for us at all. And Tailwinds. Okay. So now he's probably got Safeguard. You never know though. You really never know. And so I'm going to protect the Xerneas and put Scrafty in. Gets another Intimidate onto the Talonflame. I don't think he's going to Moonblast into what was the Amoonguss slot. Yeah, he Moonblast into the Xerneas, so he does have Moonblast. Nice to see a Flare Blitz there instead of a Brave Bird. Maybe he was expecting an Ockerberry, not an Ockerberry, the Cobra Berry. That's the flying one. And now we Geomancy and fake out the Whimsicott, because a Brave Bird shouldn't knock Scrafty out. Yeah, good. Very good. So we Geomancy. Like, both of his Pokemon are still faster than Xerneas here, but now we can Dazzling Gleam and we can Quick Guard. Yeah. So, good. And he does try Non-Core as well, good. So that worked out fantastically for us, actually. Yeah. So, yeah, I quite like how I played this game, actually. I led sort of expecting Gengar, because that is a big issue for, Smeargle, Xerneas. And we managed to sort of jiggle our way around. I suppose the key turn there was that he went for the Flare Blitz into the Amoonguss instead of the Brave Bird. So I suppose he thought the chance of me having a Cobra Berry was higher than me switching the Scrafty back in, basically. So, definitely take that, and let's look for another one. Let's see if we can win again. I think we have used everything so far, haven't we? We did use Arcanine on Tuesday, and we've used everything else. So yeah, I'm interested. I am actually genuinely intrigued with this team. I might sort of play around with it a little bit myself properly, and see what happens with it. But Rayquaza Xerneas, this X-Ray as people have been calling it, is an interesting combination. I used Rayquaza and Xerneas together in one of the first regionals. In fact, I think it was the first regional in the UK circuit. With also actually a Smeargle and actually in the movie. Actually thinking about it, this team is actually really similar to what I used in one of the first regionals. I'm only just having this realization now. but instead of a Scrafty, I had a Kangaskhan, and instead of an Arcanine, I had a Talonflame. That is... I'm only just having this realization now. Wow. That is really strange, actually. This is really similar to a team I built, like, at the beginning of the format. Wow, okay. I mean, obviously, my Amoonguss didn't have a red card on it. The Smeargle wasn't scarfed either, so there are changes. But, okay. But let's, you know, get into this game now, instead of having my moment of realization. Again, Thundurus could be an issue, Lipard could be an issue, but I'm going to go Xerneas Smeargle with Scrafty, definitely, and Rayquaza, definitely. And we'll see how this goes. Kyogre, Lipard, okay. Okay, I don't mind this. I can Geomancy here, and fake out the Lipard. And Xerneas should be able to take... a Water Spout, yeah, without a critical hit, you know, obviously. Smeargle, great, goes down, which means I get a free switch into Scrafty, which means I can Quick Guard. So, I am going to Quick Guard, but I'm actually going to Moonblast the Kyogre here, just because that Lipard is doing nothing to us. If this Scrafty is sitting in here Quick Guarding, the Lipard can do nothing. So, I don't want to knock that Lipard out, because it is more beneficial for me to just knock the Kyogre out and get some momentum this way. So... yeah, and this is what's happening for us. So I will Quick Guard again because I don't want to be locked into Quick Guard. But do I Dazzling Gleam this turn, expecting his Lipard to switch? Or do I just Moonblast into the Kyogre again? I think I Dazzling Gleam this turn. Dazzling Gleam, Quick Guard. Okay, well he doesn't switch the Lipard, but at least he doesn't... I mean, I suppose worst case scenario for me there was he protected his Kyogre and... just let his Lipard go down, because then he could maybe brought in his Kangaskhan and done something like that. But I'm feeling pretty good about this position right now. So again, and like this is something that a few people have like talked to me about as well. Like, you know, in past years, I have been very, very, very good at sort of opportunistic playing. And controlling games and setting up. So things like, you know, in VGC 13 I had, actually my Nationals version, I had Swords Dance on Terrakion and I had Quiver Dance on Volcarona, and I loved doing that. You know, in 14 I had the Lipard and Azumarill, and Xerneas is just basically like an upgrade on Azumarill, to be honest, isn't it? I popularised the whole belly drum thing and protecting the Azumarill from attacks with things like Amoonguss and White Guard and all that sort of stuff too. And so that is, I feel, my style of play, and this team really does sort of fit into my style of play. It's just the problem is this year everyone is doing the same thing, and so people are a lot more prepared for it. So, I mean, I am really liking this team, but if I want to... I don't know if I want to really go for it, like at Worlds or something, I don't really know, because people will be prepared for Xerneas. But I don't know, if you protect it well enough, I don't know, we'll see. But I'll stop waffling and we'll close out this game, hopefully. Do I want to protect... I mean, if I protect Xerneas here, he could Power Up Punch his own Groudon. But if he does, I'm getting a Drain Punch onto his Kangaskhan, because I don't think an Eruption will knock Scrafty out here. If he fakes out the Scrafty, then good for him. If he doubles into the Scrafty, then he's not getting a Power Up Punch. Okay, well he could have got a free Power Up Punch there, but he doesn't get it. And Groudon can't really touch Rayquaza, so I'm just going to be extra sure and Moonblast and Extreme Speed into the Kangaskhan. If the Groudon isn't mixed, I'm trying to say, then it shouldn't really be able to touch Xerneas for too much damage either. So as long as his Kangaskhan doesn't have Protect here, we should be okay. And it doesn't protect, so yeah. So I just doubled into it like that, just in case the Kangaskhan was EV to survive, like a +2 Moonblast or something like that. But you know, we're not even 10 minutes in yet, so we will look for one more game and hopefully finish on a high. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, I'm enjoying the team actually. It is like, I suppose, you know, going thinking about how that game went, like, it did go really well for us. Like, you know, we got the free switch into the Scrafty and the quick guard and stuff like that. It does sort of feel a little bit mechanical, you know, a little bit like the gravity team, actually, how that was sort of very mechanical, setting up the gravity and doing this and doing that. This is almost the same, really. It's almost similar. And I feel that means it could be quite predictable. This guy, though, he's just got a really vanilla Big 16. So we'll go Xerneas Smeargle, we'll have Rayquaza, and I'll actually have Amoonguss in this one, just to help out against his Xerneas if he does try and set that up as well. So, we'll see, we'll see. I think he will take his Salamence here, and not his Kangaskhan, but, you know, in which case, that means we've possibly got a good lead going on here. If he does give his Kangaskhan instead of his Salamence, then that means I don't have to worry. My Rayquaza doesn't have to worry about his Salamence, so we'll see. He actually, okay, he does go with Smeargle Salamence. There's lots of things that could happen here. I don't know if his Smeargle is sashed or not, or scarfed or not, rather. I could go for a fake out on his Smeargle and a Geomancy. Or I could just go for a Geomancy and Dark Void. But if I did, I think the most important thing is to sort of break the Smeargle sash, actually. So I'm going to go for a Geomancy, and I'm going to go for a fake out onto the Smeargle. So we are scarfed, but it looks like he was going to. Oh, is he roaring? He is roaring me, isn't he? He is roaring me. Wow. Well, there you go. That's another cool little tech to beat this team. So, there you go. Roar is actually something that I did consider on the Salamence on the Gravity team, because like I could quash and roar, you know, as long as they don't have any redirection or something, and they've got a Xerneas set up, quash, roar, goodbye, you know, and that's that. But this is the first time I've actually seen a roar on a Salamence, and it worked out really nicely for him. And again, like exactly like I was saying, just going into this game, it feels really mechanical and it's really predictable. If I just attacked there, he would have been in a really bad position, but because it is so predictable, he could just roar me, and that was that. So because he has got roar, he hasn't got the Draco Meteor, probably. So I suppose we'll protect here and bring in a Amoonguss, but it's not looking good for us. I mean, we'll try and win this one. It would be nice to end on the high, though, so we'll, you know, maybe go on until we win one. But, yeah, Amoonguss is probably going to go to sleep here. He's probably going to Hyper Voice. His Salamence is going to get ushered out into something. If it's his Xerneas, then that has worked absolutely perfectly for him, actually. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We can just Dragon Ascent his Smeargle, and try and wake up, I suppose. But you know, burn the turn of sleep. I mean, so we'll get rid of his Smeargle because we did break his sash. But if he Geomancies, so he does Geomancy. So Rayquaza has still got his sash intact, and Amoonguss can wake up next turn. But I'm expecting something like his actually, well, maybe his Salamence actually back in. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, and that just wins for him. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see. Amoonguss, unfortunately, used its red card on the Salamence. Yeah, that's that. I'll put my Smeargle in, and do you think he'll protect? Like, if I go for a fake out and Dragon Ascent onto his Xerneas, it could potentially be an extreme speed range if it's not a bulky one. But he could predict that and protect, in which case I could transform into his Xerneas. So maybe I need to try and make some sort of play like that. So, you know, if we are going to lose it, I will just look for another one. I'm just going to go for a Swords Dance and I transform into his Xerneas. And yeah, he doesn't mess around, and I don't think he really should have. But I don't know. I mean, we have still got a Scarf +2 Smeargle, but and we can't Geomancy, unfortunately. It's quite important to remember that. But I'm actually going to double Moonblast into his Xerneas because I think his Salamence will protect here. But I think the game is probably over. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, he's probably got the Groudon in the back. If it is physical, then we'll see. Ooh, we do get a special attack drop there, which is really nice. Probably going to see a double edge though from his Salamence here. I'm actually quite surprised to see his Salamence not protect there. Maybe I should have gone for a Dazzling Gleam with the Scarf Smeargle. That would, I mean, I really did expect his Salamence to protect there. If I Dazzling Gleamed, that would have taken his Salamence down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have still lost the game, but we did have a little bit of a moment where we thought we could have potentially won that one at the end. But you know, like always, we'll try and end on a high. And actually, this guy's got a pretty interesting team. So, how do we go about this? Ooh. Because Jumpluff in Sun will be faster than Smeargle. Could go Rayquaza. Xerneas, Smeargle. Could go Arcanine. Could go Arcanine and Safeguard. No, I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go with Smeargle Xerneas. Put Rayquaza in. You know, potentially stop the Sun. And Scrafty is pretty good here, but so is Arcanine. I'm gonna go with Scrafty though. I think. I don't know. Arcanine is very tempting though, but I mean Scrafty is just really good against Yveltal, but so is Xerneas, to be honest. Let's go with Arcanine. Let's see if we can do anything there. It is another Intimidate. I'm just wondering if I wanted the Quick Guard for the Thunderous, and it does help with Kangaskhan a bit more as well. The Drain Punch, but I don't know. We used Arcanine on the first game on Tuesday's video. Let's see if we can try and win with it here too. But I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about this. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, we'll see what he leads. I mean, it's completely down to what he leads, really. I'm expecting him to lead very hostile to Smeargle Xerneas, so maybe something like Kangaskhan and Thunderous. Maybe Groudon, Jumpluff. But would I be that worried about Lipad, Jumpluff? Not really, to be honest. So he goes Togekiss, Groudon. So this Togekiss, I think there's a decent chance it will have, well, Thunder Wave, but maybe even Magic Coat. Maybe even Magic Coat. And that's what I'm a little bit worried about. Yeah, I'm definitely worried about that. So I think I'm going to Geomancy here. Ooh, I mean, it's just about calling this turn right. I think my suspicion, the first thing I thought is he's got Magic Coat on this Togekiss. So I'm going to Geomancy and actually transform into his Groudon. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? He does have Magic Coat. I called that one. Nice one. Nice one. So we've got a Scarf Groudon and we've got a +2 Xerneas now. So, what moves have we got? Oh, we've got Eruption. Okay. We've got a Precipice Blade as well. This is an interesting Groudon, actually. So probably Hidden Power Ice, you would imagine. This is Hidden Power Dark, obviously, because Smeargle's IVs are all 31. Yeah, I mean, a Precipice Blades... Oh, a Precipice Blades might knock out Smeargle, actually. Because it is a Smeargle and not a Groudon. So... maybe... I mean, I'm thinking just Dazzling Gleam Eruption, really, and see what happens. Yeah, I mean... this hopefully is going to knock the Togekiss out. Yeah, it does. Groudon, if he does go for a Precipice Blades, then it's only a Smeargle that we're losing. Or not, because he misses. And he forfeits there. Okay, so, you know, we're almost at 20 minutes. That's kind of a high, isn't it? You know, so, I think we did 4 videos, 4 games in this video, actually, didn't we? And, you know, 3-1's not bad. So, thank you for watching. You know, I really do appreciate all your comments and your likes and your shares and all that lot. So, you know, please do that if you did enjoy the video. And obviously, if you didn't enjoy the video, then don't bother. But, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye for now.